G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. Hey, how are ya? And today's video is going to be an easy, simple one, and that is a game review that I recently finished on the Xbox Game Pass. I finished it within the last 2 weeks. Last week actually, but leading into this week because I'm on a new game now, of course. But it was on Xbox Game Pass, and it's very, very new. It's from Compulsion Games and published by Xbox Game Studios, and that is South of Midnight. But before I get into today's review, I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone new to my channel, everyone returning to my channel. Thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my content. And I will roll the credits and I will see you after that. Hey everybody, I'm back. So, my review is on the Xbox Game Pass game South of Midnight. Developed by Compulsion Games and published by Xbox Game Studios. And this game, South of Midnight, is set in a fictionalized American Deep South. And it is also on Windows PC, Xbox Series X and S. And it released on April 8, 2025. And upon release, this game received genuinely overwhelmingly positive reviews, which is absolutely amazing to hear because this game is bloody fantastic. I have not been so immersed in a game like this in such a long time. The story, the characters, the music, the setting, just the way that it interweaves its gameplay mechanics, the story, and also exploring Deep South mythos, which is absolutely incredible. This game explores everything from, grief, suicide, death, murder. It covers everything interracial politics. Well, actually not more so interracial politics, it's more interracial thoughts from people, racist, how people think and perceive everything to be, but it's mainly about Deep South mythos and the way that this game just interprets that into this game is absolutely hands down one of my favorite things about this. I have never been more engrossed in the story than I have been with this one. Its protagonist, Hazel, absolutely bloody fantastic. And of course, she is black. But let me tell ya, I want to see more representation in video games like this. Compulsion Games literally blew me away with their representation. And it is fantastic to see that they took the love and care of this game, because man, did it surprise me from the way that this mythological stuff comes about and is interweaved in a story, about life, death, heroism, sacrifice, all the stuff in modern day society interprets it in a video game is just absolutely phenomenal. And basically Hazel, to get the general idea of the game, Hazel finds out that she's a weaver, which is somebody that can see the tapestries and the strings and all the weaves that other people can't, and she's special and she has powers. And she fights these creatures. She must fight these creatures known as Haints, both physical manifestations of deep-rooted sorrows and trauma that have festered over the years from people. But also she must cleanse stigma from the world and from the enemies to restore balance back to the world. And this game, my god, the way that it uses its stop motion animation for its cutscenes, absolutely fantastic. This is fantastic. Not to mention the soundtrack to this game. Oh my god, I absolutely loved all the music in this game. The soundtrack was so it made me feel happy, it made me feel sad, it made me feel giddy, it made me feel like I wanted to dance every time. The music was just awe-inspiring. It was fantastic, from the jazz to the somber tones of other music. I don't know how to describe it other than the fact that, man, the soundtrack just completely made this game, and some of it is so heartbreaking too, with certain stories, and it just pulls at the heartstrings. But this game is absolutely amazing. The animation in it, the animation is so unique to this video game that I absolutely loved it. I could not. It was like, it looked like someone had between cell drawing, clay, sort of looks like they'd been cut out and molded from like clay and whatnot, but the animation is done so well that it was different graphical wise, and it was just amazing. The scenery, the game's world the game's world as you go through and see different parts of the world are just amazing. And some of the most interesting characters, you've got Jolene, oh my god, Jolene was a fabulous character. Hug and Molly, the story with Hug and Molly is one of the saddest arcs that I have seen in a video game, and it really ripped my heart out. It was sad, but it was so just amazing that these stories were coming from the mythos. It just interweaves with real life, and the way that it handles certain aspects of the story when it includes children in this, and why they go missing, is really, really heartbreaking. Really heartbreaking. Laurent Rougarou, his arc, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And all I'm going to say is the boss fight in that arc is absolutely so much fun. So much fun. We got other characters. Lacey, which is Hazel's mother. Now, while you initially see her at the start, she isn't seen again. She's interwoven in the main story. While you see her at the start, you don't really get any interactions in that with her throughout the entire rest of the game. It's more, you get flashbacks of her, and builds up the story until you finally meet her. Spoiler alert, everybody, turn away now if you don't want to know. You see her again towards the end of the story, and Lacey's story is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Rue, now he's a character, and you'll meet him throughout Hazel's journey. He's amazing. I really like Rue. Is he a villain though? Can't really tell ya. Bunny. Now, this is interesting how they tackle Bunny. Bunny is her grandmother, and she's white. She's rich, and the way that they handle the interracial aspect of it, knowing that Hazel's father is white and her grandmother is white, and Hazel grew up poor while her grandmother is rich and snobby and shit like that. Her storyline is absolutely fantastic, very, very crucial to the story. And it's also intergenerational drama, which is just fantastic. The way that it plays all out is just fantastic. You really, really have to pay attention to the story because it's heartbreaking at times. One of my favorite characters in this is the catfish, which he's been seen in the trailers. He is funny, witty, just hilarious. He's full of riddles and rhymes, and he's fantastic. I literally want to see him in a sequel. Compulsion Games, I really want to see him in a sequel. I really want to see him continue into a sequel. He was fantastic. And of course, Hazel. Among other characters in this game, Hazel as the protagonist and as a weaver, and she gets these hooks for weapons which you can fight with, and you've got abilities that you can level up, and you've got this little cute little doll. It looks like a little voodoo doll thing that is part of the story as well and becomes part of her magic. That's so much fun to play as the little voodoo doll thing. But Hazel as the main protagonist, fantastic. Her story was so engaging. Absolutely have the utmost respect for this studio because the way that they handled this game, I know I've heard so many varying opinions on this game. Some people said it is absolutely woke garbage. It is not woke garbage, people. If you don't like Deep South mythology and you don't like playing as a black character, then what the hell are you doing complaining about a video game character? If you didn't like it to begin with, don't play the fucking thing. Don't play the video game, people. Don't play it if you don't like black characters. This is fantastic. And the studio has the utmost respect from me because they made a video game that really, really, really defines why in the industry we need more stories like this, more video games like this. It doesn't always have to be, the protagonist being a white character. It doesn't have to be at all, by far. And and the other characters in it don't have to be all white either. You can have a mix, and this game equalizes between, ranging from mythical creatures to people. It is a game that I really, 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 really respect the studio as well because they have done a fantastic turn at the protagonist, Hazel. Hazel is absolutely fantastic to play as, and if Compulsion Games do go ahead and make a sequel, I really want to see a sequel. Really want to see a sequel because, my God, I could see this game being at least having, a number 3, maybe even a number 4. There are so many more avenues you could go down, stories and stuff like that, that could be incorporated into sequels. And hint, hint, wink, wink, the ending at the end of the credits hints that there's hints at a sequel. So, Compulsion Games, I'm your number 1 fan here. I really want to see a sequel, and I'll even test it out for you. This game is just absolutely fantastic, and I could not put it down. Close to 15 hours I played this game, looking for secrets, just enjoying the world as it is, the music, the gameplay. Now, there's all these different skills you get. You get other weapons that incorporate that give you more magic. It's like a spindle wheel sort of thing among the hooks, which she can weave and change the tapestry and soothe the Haints and get rid of the corruption that's plaguing her space and her world at the moment. It's an absolute testament that we need more like this. We need more games like this. And the way they incorporate the Stigma as well. It's an absolutely fantastic game. The cutscenes are amazing. It's just a game that I really, really, really enjoyed. And I give it extremely high praise. Everyone needs to play this game. It's a third-person action adventure game. It's got some platforming in it as well, but the way they incorporate it all, it's so clever. There's puzzles you have to solve as well, which are very, very clever. But overall, like I said, you can do all different sorts of combos with your abilities and that as well, and your attacks. So there's that. The battle mechanics are simple. It's free range. You can lock on and stuff like that. You can use your whole battle area, and the boss fights. Hands down, the boss fights, people, are absolutely fantastic in this game. So much fun. I have not had so much fun with bosses. This game does it for me. South of Midnight literally blew me away. And I loved the hell out of it. What do I rate it? An easy 10 out of 10. This game, fantastic. Compulsion Games and Xbox Game Studios did a fantastic job, but Compulsion Games, I gotta hand it to them. I loved it. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope I didn't keep you very long. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you all with a new video very, very soon. Alright, guys. Ciao.